Well, salutations. What it do? Sadot the Gamer, all father, Durag Gang, you know the vibes, like subscribe. Let's get it. Happy Monday, Durag Nation. We are back. This should be an interesting one. What's up, Trini? What's up, Jav? What it do, Phoenix? So I almost forgot about this thing to keep it 100. But I heard about this Sony's CES 2024 press conference. I was like, oh, well, I don't want to miss an event where Sony shows stuff off. Almost forgot about that bit. I was working on podcast stuff today and just chilling. And then I was like, oh wait. I found out. Good thing is it's like late. So at 8 o'clock at night, my time. So we still got like 20 minutes. What's up, Blue Turtle? The dude Minnie, Jennifer. Can't wait. What's up, Justin? Good to see you all once again. Thanks for hanging out. I have absolutely no expectations for this particular event. Because Sony is like not telling anybody anything. Like people are thinking they might show off the PS5 Pro. They might update us on some games, make some announcements. It's kind of all over the place. Like, I mean, apparently the one thing they're not expected to show are TVs. But other than that, it's kind of all up in the air. Like, they've shown off console stuff before at these conferences. You know, obviously they're going to show off new tech and hardware, but they've shown off new video games before. So it's anyone's guess what exactly Sony is going to show at this conference. The only thing I know for sure is that they're going to be showing Sony products. Upcoming Sony products. A variety of them. We are waiting for the event that this live stream is built around to start. Probably some PSVR 2 games. I could see that. Maybe something related to the PS5 Pro. Maybe they make some PC game announcements. Who knows? Sony is not saying anything. The only thing I can say for sure is that they probably aren't going to be showing a lot of TVs. That's apparently a thing. They're not showing TVs. Otherwise, I have no idea what they're going to show, because this particular conference in the past, they've shown like a lot of different stuff. Wolverine October 2024 Trust. That'd be insane. Spider-Man 2 mission replay confirmed. Yeah, that was confirmed like last month. The Terry McGinnis is a Batman, that Bruce is the Batman, then everyone that's saying that Peter is Spider-Man, Miles is Spider-Man, everyone that is contradicting and don't have brains. That is true. Where did I get that Carnage background? I got it from my thumbnail from a video that I made, and I got the thumbnail from my computer, and I got the image on my computer from my program that I use to generate images. Thank you to the power of artificial intelligence. Venom October. I could see. Now they'll probably announce it before that. But yeah, I think the PlayStation Showcase is going to be around the summertime again. In that typical E3 season, June, May. So Insomniac will probably announce whatever they're announcing. It could delay it though, who knows. But pretty sure Insomniac has enough in the tank and they're far enough along where Sony could have that showcase, because they did hold a lot of stuff back at the last showcase. So I feel like they should be able to go through with another PlayStation showcase, because I'm sure Insomniac has enough that they can at least tease. And at that point, you know, all the other studios have had plenty of time. So, I don't think it should be any delay on that. Probably around the same time. Free Roman Spider-Man 2 watching this. It's a great way to relieve stress, kill time. New headphones and smartphones, you think? Maybe some new PS5 stuff. Carry on top. For sure. What's up, Venom? Appreciate you hanging out. What's up, Wolfman? I have no idea what they're going to talk about other than new technology. These conferences are kind of all over the place. They've announced games before. They've announced, you know, they announced obviously different tech and software. And Sony has not told anyone what they're gonna be showing today. Like usually, like with a state of play, even though they'll leave some stuff as a surprise, they'll at least tell you some of the stuff that they're going to be going over. But with the CES, for some reason, this time around, it was like, oh, it's just going to be a surprise. Like, all right. So maybe PS5 Pro, maybe PSVR 2 games, maybe some new cameras. I heard some crazy new tech that Sony has been patenting. Like they have that tech they're going to have, apparently in the new PS5 they're going to have AI upscaling to 4K. They're working on some tech that allows you to resume your game at any point in the game, like regardless of leaving a save point. Like you'll be able to just go right into any part of the game. And there's also tech they're developing where when you're playing, it adjusts the difficulty according to your performance. A new PS5. Yeah, they're coming out with a couple new PS5s. They got the Slim and they got the Pro coming. And then the 6, the PS5, the PS6, I think that's supposed to be like 2027, 2028, last I heard. Maybe new PC games. For sure. They've got a couple PC games that got announced. They've been past due. Like, they're way past due for a Ghost of Tsushima PC announcement. That's got to happen at some point this year. I know that it's too soon for Spider-Man 2 PC announcement, because those ports take like 1.5, 2 years. So that's out of the way. But Ghost of Tsushima, yeah, that should definitely have a PC announcement. Wolverine, they're definitely going to hold that for a PlayStation Showcase, if at all. Who's the hardest boss on Spider-Man 2 Ultimate? Probably Kraven. Yeah, I think it has to be Kraven. Everyone else is easy. I think the Kraven fight was the only one that like require like some skill and concentration, for me at least. God of War Ragnarok PC. I'm thinking of the window. It might have been long enough. Yeah, God of War Ragnarok came out in 2022. Now we're in 2024. Yeah, so about a year and a half to 2 years is usually the turnaround time. So yeah, they're way past due for obviously Ghost of Tsushima PC. Like that's they've been waiting for that for a while. That game came out in 2020. Versus Peter, that fight was easy. I absolutely mopped Peter with Miles, bro. Peter was light work, bro. Absolutely demolished Peter. Lizard fight on Ultimate was tough. I thought Lizard was easy for the most part. PS5 Slim was crazy. Hi-Fi Rush has just been rated PlayStation in Australia. I heard it's also supposed to be coming to Nintendo Switch. I saw Xbox fans getting mad on Twitter. like who cares? Buy Mr. or Negative is fun to you. It's just a really cool fight. Like I just love that whole fight. The fight itself is, I guess Mr. Negative is like extremely easy, but it's just really fun and cool to look at. And the acting and everything is obviously just amazing. I love that level. Any PlayStation game news? Probably. That is the question, because this isn't like a PlayStation showcase. It's the CES conference, so it could be just all talk, all software and hardware. It could have some games. They've done pretty much everything in the past. The only thing I know for the one thing I do know for sure is that they're supposed to be promoting the new Ghostbuster movie. I saw that on the thumbnail. There's a new Ghostbuster movie dropping this year, so they're gonna have at some point like a trailer or something. What's up, M? Venom actually gave you a fight, not because he's your favorite villain. I thought the Venom fight on Ultimate was pretty easy too. What's up, Nick? I'm not expecting anything. I have no expectations. I read the official press release for this event. I was reading some news articles about what to expect, what they've done in past events, and based on everything I've read, it's completely random. Sony is being like extremely secretive about this one. There's no idea. It could literally be anything they could show today. Only thing I know for sure is Ghostbusters. What's my opinion on the MJ face model quitting? I have no opinion on her quitting. That's, I mean, it's her life. Do what you want to do. That's none of my business. But the people who are stalking her are absolute pieces of shit, and I hope they are found and thrown in prison and are introduced to some very overly friendly cellmates, if you catch my drift. Just absolute fatherless behavior. All those losers in the Spider-Man community need to stalk some grass instead. Like, it's absolutely pathetic what some of these people do over a video game. Like, she's just a normal person trying to live her life, and you're like finding out where she works, leaving her creepy voicemails. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, seriously, like, do something with your life. It's just sad at this point. Every week we hear about some new fatherless behavior going on in the Spider-Man community. Like, just enough. Like, it's embarrassing. It really is embarrassing. how the Spider-Man community has been acting. I don't blame her at all for leaving the industry. Like a lot of people who work in game development are leaving the industry voluntarily because of just the nonsense they have to deal with online with weirdos who have nothing going on in their lives. I literally, okay, you don't like the character in the video game. Okay, cool. Who cares? It's a video game. Okay, you're not a fan of MJ. Who cares? Why are you harassing the person who literally just plays the face model? Her literal, she has nothing to do with the writing. She has nothing to do with the game. All she did was accept the job and let them scan her face. That's it. That's the extent. She doesn't even voice the character. She was literally just the face model. And these absolute weirdos are harassing and stalking her at her actual job. Like, come on, stop it. The Spider-Man community just overall has been taking L's. Like, there's a lot of competition for worst fandoms, but I feel like Spider-Man 2 has to be top tier in terms of just awful fandoms because they're the most spoiled and the least appreciative. Like, there are a lot of toxic fandoms out there, but when you consider how blessed the Spider-Man fandom is over just relatively compared to other fandoms in terms of content and the way they act and treat the people who deliver the content, it's insane. They don't appreciate anything. They have no respect for anyone. It's disgusting. Like, Insomniac has been making absolute banger games longer than most of these haters have even been alive. But because you have to play one mission, don't even have to, because there's one mission, one side mission where you play a character who's hearing impaired, all of a sudden Insomniac is the worst company in the world. They act like they personally destroyed their whole family and their lives. Oh no, you had to play with someone who isn't white for 10 minutes. Oh, come on, like, get out of here. Yeah, they be doing way too much. Oh, there are 3 missions in the game with MJ is playable. Oh no, that's awful. Better go find the face model at her actual job and leave her voicemails. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, Durag Nation is cool, but all these weirdos out there is crazy. Like, I'm just a content creator. I just make videos about superhero stuff, and Spider-Man fans send me the craziest stuff. So I can't imagine how bad it must be if you're a game dev. That's why I dunk on people whenever they try to doubt the type of harassment that game devs get. Because I know if I, based on the amount of harassment and the stuff that I get sent just as a YouTuber, I know it's 100 times worse for the actual developers of the game. Like, people send me the craziest stuff because they think they're protected because they're on the internet. So I could only imagine how bad it must be for, like, the voice actors, the developers, the community managers. Like, it's insane how people act online when they're mad about their favorite game. You bet it was that dude in the horse who left and right. It probably was, bro. There's definitely a big fatherless behavior over there as well. MJ is bad as hell. You don't know what the people are talking about. Like, I get it. I get why people aren't the biggest fans of MJ in the game. But it's like, okay, it's at the end of the day, it's a video game. Like, you'll be okay. She's playable for 3 missions. Like, it's not that big a deal. Those people will legit destroy gaming. Yeah, they're legit making people not want to even bother getting the gaming. It's really weird how people get. Sony's countdown is on. Yep, we got like 10 minutes, a little less than 10 minutes. If you broke her jaw, had to get like 17 surgeries. Yeah, it's tough. People want comic baddie MJ. That's what it comes down to. These weirdos judge the quality of a video game by how much they want to have sex with the characters in them. Like, that's the bar they set for these games. Like if there's a female character in the game that doesn't make them want to play with one hand, they don't like it. Because for these people, that's the most time they're going to spend with a woman all year. So if they want to drop in, 20 hours on a video game, they want to make sure they're spending that 20 hours with a baddie. So if you take it away from them, they get really mad because they're not seeing any more unless they go on the hub or OF. They ain't seeing no ladies. Definitely not in real life. That's the most interaction they're gonna have on that video game. Running around as MJ, that's the most interaction they're gonna have with a woman that whole year. So that's why they're mad that they didn't make MJ caked up and everything like that. Because they had nothing else going on. They probably don't like probably don't like OF because they don't even like real girls. They're so shook. They don't even want to look at real girls. They haven't worked themselves up to that. They're still on polygons. They can't even handle real girls yet. That's why they get so bad about the video game ones. Like, they don't want anything that's too real. They need there's got to be a video game character, or they can't have it. Now it all makes sense. Honestly, can't wait to watch this conference. I'm excited just to see what it is. Like, I want to see what they actually show because they're being so secretive. I'm really curious what they're going to show. He has described ours for PS4 in a nutshell. Yeah, definitely. That subreddit is like a disaster. I can't even go on that subreddit anymore. It's so sad. Like, it's completely falling apart. Every time I hop on that subreddit, it's like the same post. Somebody talks about how much they hate the game or something, and then someone else makes a post about how much they hate how everyone is only making posts about how much they hate the game. It's so weird, bro. They're really going through it over there on that subreddit. Do you feel fatigue from God of War, Last of Us, Spider-Man? Those are very different experiences. I don't think anyone feels fatigue from God of War because that game came out in 2022, and then they dropped Valhalla, and everybody's just ran that. I haven't tried it yet, but everyone who's played it that I've heard pretty much says that Valhalla is like the best thing ever. It's like, and they can't believe it's free. Last of Us people, a lot of people gave up on The Last of Us after the first one because they really just didn't like the second one story wise. Spider-Man, well, we've seen the Spider-Man reactions. What month you think the DLC drop in? I feel like fall. Same time as the actual game. I feel like that'll be the wave. Drop that fall DLC. Set the mood. Put it in theater mode. This is going to be interesting. They didn't want to tell us anything about what to expect, so we'll see. I have no expectations. I'm just here to enjoy the show. All right, let's get this on. I don't know what that music is. They need to throw some lo-fi on. This ain't it. Carnage is definitely going to be in DLC. I don't know if they're going to keep him for the main story of Spider-Man 3, but definitely will be in DLC. All right, here we go. It's showtime.
What do you hope your creativity contributes to the world?
Whoa. That actually, like, almost made me emotional.
Photography for me was one of those few moments that I finally felt control of my life. The things that I really document and the things I care for, I went into the labs for another 200, 300 years.
Shout out to the photographers out there.
Born and raised from New York. A lot of the things that I create is something that really represents not only my people, but my family. So it's just been a really beautiful way to, like, not only empower myself, but empower, like, my friends and family and the people that I really love.
Being a creator for PlayStation has allowed me to
Brittany.
tell stories that I never dreamed of.
Shout out to Brittany.
Stories
I know
that are
her.
bigger than me, that are bigger than all of us.
She writes for
really
Spider-Man 2. She works at Insomniac.
World around us. With Marvel's Spider-Man 2, for example, showing what an ordinary person,
Yo,
with
shout out to Brittany.
extraordinary circumstances and extraordinary determination can do to change.
Brittany's really cool. She's actually really cool.
The ultimate human connection is when you hear a song, like, and you feel something that's like
She's a dope writer.
It's never gonna go
Shout out to Brittany. I did not expect
Going
that.
off of energy and coming into the rooms and making magic. Like, I tell people, like, I'm a magician because I get to walk in every room I want to do, make music and make magic, and at the end of the day, people are just like,
That hat is crazy.
When this equity happened, when people were able to have this in their hands, the floodgates opened. Creativity grew by leaps and bounds because all of a sudden, I had everything I needed in my hands.
You face adversity, you face problems, you face roadblocks, you know, and it's all the time. I mean, that's what happens as a creator, you know, and you have to take cues from these women. Like, they don't take no, they just find another way. You may have moments of failure, you may go to bed not feeling so well one night, but you wake up in the morning and say, okay,
He's behind the Uncle Airbnb for sure.
It's great seeing people respond positively to our work. I love all the fans going crazy. I love the things that the fans.
I do legit want to know who made that beat.
Fans respond to and really give us a lot of love and support for the work that we do.
My biggest hope of what people take away from what I put out in the
That
world
has the same, but she could if she's responsible for the Spider-Man 2 soundtrack. No, she's not.
Accepted to be themselves. When people go to the depth to truly like accept themselves and embrace themselves, that's where their full potential really kind of unfolds.
What inspires me to keep going
people be wilding out
talking
sometimes
about it
with the
for years
fits.
and enjoyed and loved.
Yeah, that wrong.
So in a way, it's never been easier to make anything you can think of than right now.
This is true.
Please welcome Kenichiro Yoshida.
Shout out Yoshida-san, Chairman, current CEO.
Welcome to Sony. Thank you for being with us. Before I begin, we want to acknowledge those impacted by recent world events, including those in Japan.
Oh yeah, they just had an earthquake.
Our hearts are with you during this difficult time. Throughout our history as a creative entertainment company, Sony has placed people at the heart of creativity. We are here for creators. As we saw in the video, Sony has always been committed to being a force for good by empowering creators to turn their creative sparks into stories.
Wow. They're behind the boys?
Feeling that this year marks the 100th anniversary of Columbia Pictures. For the past century, Columbia has been committed to supporting creators as they bring memorable stories to life. It's known for iconic films.
I think Lil Nas is on a record label with Sony
Lawrence
or Columbia.
of Arabia, Taxi Driver, and Karate Kid. We will continue to work alongside teams of filmmakers, writers, producers, and actors to fill the world with emotion.
I had no idea they were behind the boys.
Our purpose drives us to collaborate with creators. Creators are at the heart of our businesses. To share more from Sony Music Publishing and Sony Electronics, please welcome John Pratt and Neil Manowitz.
Dessert. Sony Music, shout out to John. Sony Music and Sony Electronics. All right. Seen a lot of Spidey's. I mean, you got to. Spidey's been huge for them.
First of all, John, congratulations on receiving the Grammy Salute to Industry Icons honor.
Thank you, Neil. I appreciate that. So, The last time I saw you, we were together in Utah at Sony's condo trip. It was an amazing event. And one of the things that struck me was the vibrancy of the creator community you brought together.
At Condo Trip, we bring together incredibly diverse groups of creators. Whether they're photographers, cinematographers, or YouTubers, they are storytellers. We give them a place to build a community and to share their voices.
At Sony Music Publishing, we also think about how we support creativity. We elevate the voices of songwriters and composers by supporting their careers and their artistry.
Look at that roster.
Network of local teams to register their music so we can track, collect, and distribute their royalties to them. Our global creative teams work directly with songwriters and composers to create new opportunities for them. One important initiative is our songwriting camps. These are studio sessions curated to foster creativity and collaboration among established and emerging songwriters. Sony Music Publishing is also committed to supporting the next generation of creators. This support includes our Screen Scoring Scholarship for Film and Television Composing at the University of Southern California's Thornton School of Music. In addition, we're also working on the first ever feature-length documentary about the legendary singer-songwriter Luther Vandross.
Oh, snap.
Sony Music Publishing,
A Luther
Sony Music
documentary?
Vision, Rain Dog Films, and
I gotta see
Foxhole
that.
Productions
My mom would have loved
joined
that.
together to produce the film. This documentary explores Luther's life and his illustrious career.
I gotta watch that.
And I'm excited that it will premiere at the Sundance Film Festival later this month.
Helping creators navigate opportunities while protecting the authenticity of their work is a priority for both of our businesses. We're collaborating with the Associated Press and other industry leaders to create a digital birth certificate for images shot on our cameras. This will validate the origin of their content and help safeguard facts and combat misinformation.
I have no idea how long this event
Our
is.
community, from the Associated Press to the most influential filmmakers. Their voices are reflected across our entire lineup of products. This holds true for our new Alpha 9 Mark III, the world's first full-frame mirrorless camera with a global shutter image sensor, empowering creators to capture what
I need a new camera for sure, though.
before. The unbridled speed and power of a race car, the intricate movements of a bird, or the raw emotion of your favorite musician.
I'm still using a webcam.
Creators are the stars that bring these powerful tools to life. Today, I'm excited to share
I'm on a 4K
project of
webcam.
3 powerful storytellers who share Sony's
I need to
passion
upgrade.
for global conservation. The incredible
My setup
Emmanuel
at some point.
Chivo Lubeski and 2 Sony artisans of imagery, Christina Mittermeier and Paul Nicklin. This trio put our new Burano digital cinema camera to work, capturing the beauty of Western Australia and some of its most elusive ocean inhabitants. With its compact size and world's first features, Burano met their needs for both mobility and flexibility while pushing the boundaries of filmmaking.
Camera looks
I'm looking
crazy.
forward to continuing these groundbreaking creative pursuits like these from both of our teams. Thank you.
Sony values creators, and we look for ways to make the most of their time. Real-time creation is an important way we can support them and enable collaboration. To support creators even more, we are excited to introduce Torchlight.
Torchlight. Okay, what is this?
At our Torchlight facility, we give filmmakers the space and tools to experiment with new concepts and unique ways of storytelling. Ideas can move from concept to visualization in real time. Let's look at how Torchlight is helping creators realize their creative visions.
Torchlight started because I was trying to find a way that filmmakers could iterate and be creative without the pressure that is created by the normal filmmaking process.
Torchlight is fortunate enough to work with Sony Pictures and Sony Tokyo. They have,
in theory, this sounds like a good idea,
which runs the Unreal Engine. So Torchlight was created entirely for the needs of the creators.
Traditionally, pre-production has been a very slow process, whereas at Torchlight, filmmakers come in and find new ideas instantaneously using performance capture, virtual cameras, photogrammetry tools, all of the latest pre-production technologies with their own hands.
As opposed to a traditional pipeline, we're able to do all of these different disciplines concurrently. Recently, we had Jake Kasdan creating shots in our volume.
We are looking for a little bit of enhancement to an action sequence. We do a mapping of the scene.
Do you think we're going to see Wolverine this
year?
I think we've seen more than enough Wolverine
it's an invaluable
last year.
Tool. There's just been a revolution in this kind of work, and the team here is.
We've seen way too much Wolverine already.
We're also a field testing ground for Sony R&D tools. Torchlight is allowing filmmakers to return.
But it'll probably be at the next showcase.
They can create with a sense of play.
In addition to movie making, we also produce some of the most successful television series in the world.
The Last of Us.
More about how we work with television creators. Please welcome the president of Sony Pictures Television Studios, Catherine Popp.
Last of Us won big at the Golden Globes.
Hi, Catherine.
Thank you so much. Thanks for introducing me. Thank you so much for having me, Yoshida-san. Hello, everyone. Sony Pictures Television has always been committed to making high-quality, captivating content with extraordinary creators. Last year, we had some remarkable successes with acclaimed shows on multiple platforms,
Goosebumps,
including The Night Agent.
Night Agent was fire.
The Boys spin-off, Gen V.
Gen V was fire.
And Goosebumps.
Didn't see that.
We're always searching for opportunities to elevate diverse voices, and this includes many important initiatives
Dab, you're
like
so
our
down
Diverse
bad.
Directors Program,
Jesus Christ.
which we have supported for 10 years straight. In addition to the film adaptations of the beloved games Uncharted and Gran Turismo by our motion picture group,
Gran Turismo
we
was
are
good.
also
I actually watched that on
expanding
Netflix.
Game IP through adaptations of popular game titles for television audiences. The Last of Us generated tremendous interest
No, we ain't
from
hearing
both
you out, bro.
gamers and
Have a
non-gamers
seat.
alike, and was the second most watched HBO series in 13 years. As of this past weekend, The Last of Us has already won 8 Emmy Awards and is up for 5 more, including Best Drama Series and many others, which will be announced during
Last
the
of Us show was
Primetime
fire.
Emmy Awards ceremony 1 week from today.
Uncharted, not so much.
We're really excited to be getting underway on The Last of Us Season 2 as well. Twisted Metal was also released last year.
I haven't seen that
and
yet.
Became one
I heard
of
it
the
was good,
top
though.
5 original series launched on Peacock to date. The show has been picked up for a
Yeah, the
second
Gran Turismo
season,
movie was really good.
and we can't wait to expand the world the game's creators developed. We're also delighted to have writing underway on 2 new IP-based projects.
God of
God
War.
of War for Prime Video and Horizon
They're making
Zero
a-
Dawn
is it a
at
show?
Netflix. Those are
What?
coming along with a few other highly anticipated series, including the 4th season of The Boys, the final season of Cobra
God of
Kai,
War on Amazon Prime.
and the premiere of the sci-fi
Horizon on
series
Netflix?
Dark Matter, based on the best-selling novel. Across Sony Pictures Television, we seek out stories that entertain and inspire a
Oh, that's gonna be
diverse range
interesting.
of audiences.
That's gonna be
We're
interesting.
excited to build on our legacy of providing creators the resources and support they need to produce what they need to produce, which
A
is
Horizon
outstanding
show?
content.
God of War show? Horizon Horizon Zero Dawn show on Netflix? That might be fire. I don't know. That might be fire.
We are also excited about another IP expansion, the adaptation of Nintendo's game franchise, The Legend of Zelda.
They're doing something with Zelda?
This live-action film will deliver an amazing tale of adventure and discovery.
Ooh, live-action Zelda movie?
Sony Pictures will also
From
be
Sony
releasing
Pictures?
these exciting titles.
Madam
to
Web, of
further
course.
enhance the beloved IPs.
Karate Kid, Venom 3, Madam Web, Craven,
In addition
Ghostbusters,
to
Bad Boys.
creating powerful content, Sony is also focused on expanding creators' imaginative
We definitely seen that
worlds
Madam Web.
to the physical world. Our first immersive entertainment destination, Wonderverse, located near Chicago.
Live-action
is
Zelda
opening
movie.
in 2 days. But be careful. Some say
That might go
the
crazy.
bar is haunted. Here at CES, we will be demonstrating an immersive world of location-based entertainment. Being committed to creators means supporting a variety of communities. One of these communities with a global impact is anime. For more than 2 decades, Aniplex has brought
Ooh,
to life
anime.
many anime series, including Demon Slayer and Fullmetal Alchemist.
Rory
Aniplex has
Kenshin,
been
Solo
actively
Leveling,
participating in the
Ranking of
storytelling
Kings.
journey of each production. Since 2006, Crunchyroll, our top anime streaming platform, has also been expanding the reach of anime around the world.
They own Crunchyroll too?
It now has more than 13 million paid subscribers.
I'm one of them. I got me some Crunchyroll.
Last fall, Crunchyroll announced new distribution partnerships that will enhance that reach. And we are also increasing content delivery throughout regions such as India, Southeast Asia, and Latin America. Other areas of expansion for anime are gaming and live-action films. One Punch Man World, a mobile and PC game based on the popular anime One Punch Man.
That actually looks
will
fire.
launch
Wait a minute, that's a mobile
later
game?
this month. And Sony Pictures is also working on a live-action film.
Live-action One Punch Man film?
Like anime, another space where
Oh,
community is
I don't know about that one.
is professional sports. Our teams at Hawkeye Innovations, Beyond Sports, and Pulse Life
I don't know about that one.
are committed to enriching engagements and national leagues such as the NBA, NFL, and the UEFA. We are also supporting the sports industry in attracting younger and more diverse fans. Teaming up with
I don't know about
the
that one, Chief.
NFL and Disney, Beyond Sports technology was used to recreate live gameplay in an animated broadcast format. Together with athletes and other partners, we aim to evolve the sporting experience through optimized officiating and diverse programming formats.
The Rock is One Punch Man. Don't even joke about that.
PlayStation has been the leader in gaming innovation
PlayStation.
for
Woo!
decades.
Oh, the cameras came
In
out.
a community of avid fans and game developers. Last month, we announced that
Come on, what's happening?
as shown here. The overall number of monthly active users for PlayStation in December was 123 million accounts, which is record high.
That's a lot of people.
Last year, we developed Gran Turismo Sophie, our most competitive AI agent. It is now available to Gran Turismo players on PS5 as an ideal race competitor. GT Sophie's human-like racing interactions greatly enhances the driving experience for all players. PlayStation continues to expand on being the best place to play by offering even greater access
That's right.
to
The best
gaming experiences.
Resident Evil VR. It's a new headset. I might need that. The VR2. The Portal. I wanted one of those. I was hoping they'd send me one. DualSense Edge controller. Spider-Man 2. Forbidden West VR. Horizon VR. God of War Valhalla. Those are their shows. That's that Last of Us. Helldivers 2. Foam Stars. They're showing some. So these are their upcoming games.
Furthering our passion for creativity, we continue to find opportunities in both virtual and physical spaces. For example, our creation tool, Mokopi, transport real human movement to the virtual space. Today, we are happy to announce a new solution for spatial content creation.
Spatial content
with
creation.
A crisp viewing experience and intuitive interaction for 3D design. We are enabling creators to shape and edit 3D models. We are expanding the creation space by overlaying virtual objects into physical spaces. With seamless access to virtual objects, creators can work in real space with an immersive development experience.
Sounds like an expansion of VR, basically.
And there is another space with an opportunity to bring more creativity. The mobility space. We consider mobility is an entertainment space where we can enhance creativity. We want to contribute to the advancement of mobility through our entertainment expertise while providing safety through our CMOS image sensors. To talk about opportunities in the mobility space, please welcome President of Honda, Toshihiro Mibe.
I still haven't been able to get into PSVR. I haven't had a reason to get it.
So Mibe-san, thank you for joining me here at CES.
Thank you for inviting me.
So Honda is focused on the future of mobility. How is this reflected in Honda's vision?
Our vision at Honda is to provide people worldwide the joy of expanding their life's potential. This goes beyond the cars and motorcycles on the road today. We believe our mobility products will play a key role in the sky, in the ocean, even in outer space.
Well, I had the opportunity to fly on the Honda jet and experience how Honda is expanding mobility into the spatial domain.
I love to fly on a private jet.
Thank you for getting Honda jet, Yoshida-san.
Sure.
And expanding the
Must
field
be nice.
of mobility requires us to adopt new technologies. And Sony holds technologies that have the potential to support this.
I have no expectations for this
Sony's
event.
sensing technology is outstanding. And we believe we can create new applications using this technology in the future.
But I've learned about some cool shows they have coming
What
up.
excites you the most about Sony
Some
Honda
nice
mobility?
video game
How
adaptations.
does this partnership help you achieve your future vision?
That's the wave right now.
Mobility is undergoing
Movie
a
and show video game
once in
adaptations.
100-year transformation. At the epicenter is expansion of mobility through digital technologies. And Honda wants to be the company that leads this transformation. Sony Honda Mobility is one of our key initiatives to achieve this, and Honda is fully supporting it. We believe that there is a unique chemical reaction when Sony and Honda collaborate. And we
Red
hope
Dead Redemption Series
that
1.
Sony Honda Mobility fully leverages this chemistry
I still haven't
to
finished
create a
Red
new
Dead 2.
mobility experience that defies conventional wisdom, something we could not have imagined before. Sony is a great entertainment company, as everyone knows. By incorporating Sony's video, audio, and entertainment technologies, Sony Honda Mobility will be able to transform mobility beyond transportation in a space that offers new value and experiences. I'm looking forward to these new possibilities.
Well, thank you, Mime-san. So now, to talk more about our joint venture, let's bring out President and COO of Sony Honda Mobility, Izumi.
Thank you, Yoshida-san, Miyu-san. Hello, everyone. Today, I'm excited to present the progress and updates of Afira. First, allow me to bring the latest prototype on stage. But today, I will be using
Brad Pitt as Arthur Morgan. Ooh,
this is a PlayStation controller, DualSense.
that is. What you gonna do with that?
Using this controller, I'd like to show you an aspect of the software-defined vehicle.
Is he gonna drive that car with his PlayStation controller? Ain't no way. Yo, what? He's actually driving that with his PS5 controller? What is happening? Yo, what is going on? Bro, what the? Hey, yo, what is this? Yo, Sony is crazy over there, yo.
This remote driving demo is for the purpose of the tech showcase only.
Now they're using AI for it too. Gotta use the AI.
Afira uses advanced sensing devices with image sensors, LiDAR, and radar. Through the use of these devices with AI, we aim to realize autonomous driving as well as ADAS. To do so, we will adopt vision transformer for perception and machine learning for path planning. Also, because safety is our top priority, we will have redundant system as needed. Here, we compare object detection using a traditional CNN or convolutional neural network.
This is basically
and
self-driving.
transformer. As you can see, it's difficult to see hidden people behind the vehicle in
This is a collision detection with the
truck
AI.
in front of you at night. However, in this case, vision transformer can recognize this with higher accuracy than CNN. Also, Qualcomm Snapdragon Ride SoCs play a key role in these AI-based machine learning systems.
Yeah, the car is fire. I don't
In
know.
addition to vision transformer,
I don't know if I trust
we are
it yet.
developing the ADAS simulator utilizing gaming technology of Epic Games. Although it looks real, everything is recreated in the virtual space. This tool brings together data from Afira's many sensor devices and simulate vehicles, pedestrians, weather, and the surrounding of environment. From here, I'd like to talk about our initiative to involve
I don't drive anyway.
mobility as a creative entertainment space. By combining the ADAS simulator,
They're going to be driving me around anyway.
users will enjoy an immersive experience. In addition,
I'm
map
waiting
data
until
can
everybody's
also be used
self-driving.
to broaden the possibilities within the development of gaming and entertainment features.
Is that augmented reality?
In order to bring these features to life, we utilize the gaming engine
Or your car?
Unreal Engine 5. We support the latest Unreal Engine 5.3. And will continue to provide
Or your car?
Sony Honda Mobility will provide a digital playground where anyone can create and express their own style within Afira. To do so, we plan to establish diverse development environments to foster a creative community among users and creators, allowing access to vehicle data, driving data, and other related information in order to realize unique ideas. Another initiative to make mobility even more creative is the conversational personal agent.
So you can drive it with your controller. It's going to have augmented reality,
Introduce our important partner, Microsoft.
safety powered by AI,
Now, please welcome Jessica Hawk.
Unreal Engine 5.3 for your gaming. Like, what is this? What is this? What is this car?
Thank you for joining us today. So, Jessica, what potential do you see in AI technology for mobility?
Well, we've been able to talk to our cars through voice command for quite some time now, right? So what's interesting and promising today is that with the introduction of generative AI and cloud-scaled computing, there is unlimited potential to amplify creativity, increase personalization, and transform the in-vehicle experience. So we're going from buttons on a screen to conversational and multimodal, from siloed apps and manual integrations to integration by default. Instead of the in-vehicle experience feeling like a separate state, you can now bring your digital life into the vehicle with you. And so this is creating so much opportunity for mobility companies as the next generation consumers will seek the type of engaging and hyper-personalized customer experiences that this combination of generative AI and cloud-scale computing is now providing.
I believe that AI enhances mobility's emotional experience as well. In the evolution of AI, it's necessary to manage the understanding of AI by users and the ethics of AI.
Everything
What
I'm
does
hearing
Microsoft think about this?
is like,
Well, for mobility,
why would you
safety
want to
and
drive?
security for the customer and their data are top of mind. We think deeply about our responsibility when bringing any AI technology to market for any industry. It reflects what we want to stand for as a company. We believe that AI systems must be responsible by design. Our investment in responsible AI innovation goes beyond principles, beliefs, and best practices. We've also invested heavily in purpose-built services that support responsible AI across our products. Through the Azure AI tooling, for example, we are helping developers build, evaluate, deploy, and monitor their applications for responsible AI outcomes. So a great example of this is one of our newest products, the Azure AI Content Safety Service, which is based on a collaboration between our research team, our policy groups, and the engineering teams at Microsoft. And so this state-of-the-art AI service helps detect and filter harmful AI-generated content in applications and services, which is creating safer online
they're basically
environments
putting
and a
Ultron
much
in your
more
car.
enjoyable in-vehicle experience. And this is the same technology that we're using in products like GitHub Copilot and Microsoft Copilot. And so all of this is built on Azure's enterprise-grade
ChatGPT in your
for
car.
data privacy, security, and compliance. So organizations like Sonahan,
Like making
Sony,
art with AI
and
is fun.
Mobility
It is very fun.
can confidently scale AI while managing risk and reinforcing transparency.
What's up,
And as
Travis?
the landscape of AI evolves rapidly, and new
Oh, we just saw
technologies are coming to
someone
bear in the mobility
drive a
industry,
car with a
safe and
PlayStation
responsible
5
AI will
controller.
continue to be a priority. In fact, it's essential.
That was pretty cool.
I see. Safety and security are common factors for both AI development and mobility.
If life becomes like I Rip Out Will Smith, you're out of here.
Expectations for
I mean, this sounds like
collaborating
it.
with Sony Honda Mobility.
We're delighted to collaborate with Sony Honda Mobility to co-innovate and provide experiences that really wow customers. With Microsoft Azure, we are developing a platform for innovative companies like Sony Honda Mobility to build upon. And with Azure AI, we're providing that safe, secure, and responsible AI, both in the principles that we use to define our approach, and it's also built right into the tooling. And we know at this pace of innovation that is
The world
happening
becomes
here
like
today
Detroit
in
becomes
this
human.
new era of AI, the models are going to evolve.
I don't know.
The modalities are going to continue.
I would definitely love an
evolve.
Android.
The Azure AI model
For the
catalog
crib.
includes an extensive collection of the latest models from Microsoft and from other industry leaders. Each model, as you know, offers very unique
treat it well.
capabilities, giving developers a broad range of choice for their generative AI projects, which we think is very important. And so by partnering with Microsoft, Sony Honda Mobility can bring their wealth of industry knowledge, connections, and relationships, understanding of what end customers expect and want from an in-vehicle
Venom down
experience
tremendous.
to their platforms.
Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Every time a woman comes on stage, chat don't know how to act.
Afira, gaining intelligence and evolving through interactions with people. Finally, I have one more item. We have teamed up with Polyphony Digital. Combining their simulation technology with our development expertise, our focus is to incorporate
Imagine getting stick drift while driving a car. No, that'd be wild.
into development. We aim to further explore new methods of mobility development by merging
Crash right into the augmented Godzilla,
real-world experience.
which is actually a
Today,
guardrail.
I have shared two topics:
Drive off a bridge.
AI for ADAS and mobility as a
That'd be
creative
crazy.
entertainment space. We will continue to redefine the relationship between people and mobility through the power of technology, aiming for the transformation of mobility lifestyle. Please stay tuned. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't think I trust AI powered cars, bro. Not yet. As someone who uses ChatGPT a lot, I don't want that in my car. Not, at least not controlling any important systems.
Thank you, Kawanishi-san. With our partner, Honda, we're excited to bring our unique chemistry to the market. Sony's potential is unlimited when we work alongside creators. This includes the creator of today.
There go Jab's favorite artist, Lil Nas X.
Tomorrow. This photo of the Earth was taken by young creators in Japan using our nano satellite. Through our Starsphere project,
by the time this goes to the public, Tony gonna be working on real-life Transformers.
To the universe. We are also focused on building communities that can help create equity and social cohesion. In this way, the Kando experiences we hope to create can also be a force for good. People are at the heart of creativity. We embrace their ideas and elevate their stories.
Shout out to Brittany.
We continue to power creativity with technology. Thank you for being with us today. Enjoy CES.
You are certain you remember nothing of this place.
Kratos.
It's time for them to learn the truth.
My mantra on set was everyday speed.
Definitely shout out to Brittany. I'm gonna say what's up to her on Twitter after this.
Hardest and best experience of my life, and it all came true.
Is it a cool car? I don't trust people. All right, that is, I think that's it. I think that's the end of the event. Shout out to Sony. I literally had no idea what to expect from this showcase. I went in with no expectations because they would not tell us what they were going to talk about, but it was a fun show. Got to see Brittany. Got to see the future of cars, apparently. Found out they're going to be doing a lot more video game adaptations. We got another new One Punch Man game coming out. This one for mobile. What would be the price of that car? I guess like it can't be more than a Tesla, right? Has to be like, I'd say it has to be like in the $50,000 to $80,000 range. Because the idea would be to like make it accessible. Because I doubt it's like this super advanced in terms of like performance. I think the appeal is that it's just got all this tech and a gaming compatibility, you know, connecting it to your controller, having the ability to play video games apparently through your windshield. It looked like augmented reality through the windshield. It's got Unreal 5 in there. It's weird. It's powered by AI. It's an interesting idea. I'm curious about those shows and movies. They're doing God of War for Amazon. Horizon Zero Dawn for Netflix, and they're doing a live action Legend of Zelda movie. That's going to be interesting. Imagine you saying, okay, car go left, and it says go right to the cliff. I can imagine you trying to drive it with stick drift or your controller. You're like, hey yo, hold up. ChatGPT, I got stick drift. Turn off the controller. Got it. Turning on stereo. No, that's not what I said. Ah. Is that something you can have for a kid in the back seat? Play AR games. Well, self-driving car is going to be the wave. So to me, it makes sense where it could be like, oh yeah, you just put it on autopilot and fire up some Unreal Engine 5 game. Play a little Spider-Man 2 on your Honda windshield. That's wild. They're cooking it. They be cooking up some wild stuff, bro. I'm glad I don't drive. I'd be avoiding the road. I'm just waiting for all the cars to be self-driving. That's when it's going to be the safest to be out on the road. When all the cars are self-driving. In fact, they show Fortnite in the dashboard. It's crazy, right? Well, the PlayStation 5 version of Fortnite, they're hoping it's going to be Foam Stars. That's that new game they're dropping. They actually showed that during the clip. They showed some upcoming PS5 games this year. I saw Helldivers 2, and I definitely saw Foam Stars. They had a blog where they went over a bunch of the games they have coming out this year. It's going to be interesting for gamers. They got Rise of Ronin, Final Fantasy Rebirth, Stellar Blade, Black Myth Wukong is coming later. But that's going to be on all platforms. Playing God of War in the backseat of your Honda Civic. That'd be crazy. Oh yeah, there's a live stream tomorrow we gotta do. We did a live stream a little late tonight. I usually don't stream this late, but we're going to do the opposite tomorrow. We're going to be continuing our coverage of Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. So far I've streamed all of the Insider episodes. I don't know when the third Insider is. Probably later this month. I would guess maybe the middle or the second to last week of the month. But tomorrow, the embargo lifts for the content creators who got flown out to play the game. So I know Jay Shockblast, Lejeune, Caboose, they were all out there. So they got to get some footage, play the game. So they're going to be allowed to post their videos with their impressions and everything tomorrow. Game Informer was out there as well. So the embargo lifts, I think, at pretty early, I think 9 in the morning. So we're gonna go live. We're gonna watch and react to all the new impression videos. See what's popping. See if we can learn anything new. I know they're probably going to be releasing some new gameplay. I actually confirmed they were going to be releasing some new gameplay. For people who played I'm wondering how much they're going to show that's new to the people, at least new to the people who didn't play the closed alpha already. I imagine I've heard a little. Actually, actually I've heard a little bit about the section of the game they were playing, so but they do have to cut up like a bunch of stuff. So I'm curious just how much they're allowed to put in there, because I was talking to Jay, and apparently they have really strict guidelines for the footage that you show. Like, you can't show raw gameplay at all. It has to be edited a very specific way. I think because they're trying to avoid, spoilers as much as they can. I mean, good luck with that. Miller basically spoiled a bunch already, but there's still a ton. Surprisingly, even though Miller dropped a lot of leaks, he held back a lot of stuff. And the only reason he did the article about the story was that had some story leaks in there is because he wanted to counter the fake story leaks that people were using to drag the game. But there's still a ton about the game that hasn't been revealed yet, and that's just stuff that I personally know. So I'm curious just how much the creators were allowed to show in their hands-on preview. Should be interesting. But we'll be live. I know. Oh, I think Lejeune and Jay are going to post their videos later. Jay still hasn't even finished his. But most people are going to be posting their videos at like 9 a.m. But I know some people are going to be waiting. I know Lejeune and Jay are going to be like waiting a couple hours. So we'll check out Game Informer. We'll check out probably Caboose. See what they're talking about. Should be a good time. Looking forward to seeing more about the game. We're pretty close to that early access date. I'm wondering if we're going to get a update on Insider Episode 3. That would be cool to get if they gave us like a release date for that tomorrow. I'll be on the lookout for it. What's up, Amani? Good news. I guess that depends on your interests, how interested you are in live action video game adaptations. If that's your thing, got quite a bit of good news for you. But we didn't get any big video game news at the conference. Why they didn't fly you out? I have no idea. I don't even know how to get on WB's list. I don't even know what the criteria was. Because I've worked on stuff with WB before, but I don't know. It's hard to kind of get in there with WB. Like, even though I know like people at WB, and obviously Jay is a big shot over at WB, but yeah, hasn't translated to me yet for some reason when it comes to WB. Me and Sony are cool, but WB, I don't know, it's weird. WB, I've been going crazy with WB content last year plus, but they're not messing with me yet. It was the same thing with Gotham Knights. Like I was like the top creator for Gotham Knights on all of YouTube, but I wasn't invited to the hands-on preview, and they didn't even send me early access to the game. And I even knew the creative director of WB Games Montreal, so it was crazy. I only got a code for the game like the day of, from like literally like in the middle of the night from this PR connect that I have. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, WB for whatever reason does not mess with me at all. Yeah, is that nothing I'm doing, nothing else I could do about it. Like I'm I'm fine. I'm fine with it. I mean, I'm more of a Marvel guy anyway. Like, I don't know. To me, the reason why I don't stress about it at all is because ultimately it doesn't matter. Like, like would it have been nice to get to play Gotham Knights like an extra day early or a couple weeks early? Sure, but the amount of money I made from the videos that I did and from being the top creator, like if that's the trade-off, I get to be the top creator for that game on all of YouTube, but in exchange I don't get flown out to the hands-on previews or get certain early access. I mean, that's a trade I'm willing to make every time. Like, most of the people who got early access, I outperformed their content. So the way I look at it is like it's trade-offs. Like, when it comes to content creation stuff, you never know what opportunities you're going to get. Sometimes it's like completely random. Other times it just comes down to who you know. So you can just there's no use stressing over what you can't control. You know, sometimes you're going to get an opportunity that's really cool. Other times you're not. It's really not something you should really make a big deal out of, because you never know when another opportunity is going to come your way. There's limited space for these opportunities, so there's always going to be somebody who gets snubbed or whatever. Sure, you could make the argument that I should be there, but there are also creators who have like way more subscribers than I do who weren't invited either. So who am I to be upset that I didn't get to fly out to play the game? I don't even like to fly. like sure, it'd be cool to have that footage myself, but I already played the game. I already played Suicide Squad. Like, I played it a lot. I already played. I mean, I'm gonna do live reactions to the impressions. It's the stream is probably going to be popping. Like, it ultimately doesn't matter. Like, if I'm there or not. Durag Nation is strong enough that we're going to eat regardless. So I'm just focusing on what I can control, and that's, growing the channel, growing the community, having fun with it. And whatever opportunities happen, they happen. If they don't, they don't. I've done everything I could to get in there with WB. I know people that work there. I'm always cool and considerate. Obviously, I do crazy numbers when I cover their games, particularly their superhero games. Other than that, nothing else I could do. So if that's not enough, then I'm okay with that. Yeah, that alpha was crazy. They should have low-key did a beta too. Because the craziest part about the worst part about the Suicide Squad alpha is that they put that NDA in there, because that was a time when it would have been great for people who actually played the game to be able to push back against people that were just saying stuff that just flat isn't untrue. Like, right now, because there's because there's technically the NDA, people are literally just making stuff up about the game, and you can immediately tell that they didn't actually play it. It's like super easy to tell who's pretending that they actually know about the game, because I literally just saw someone talking about how the characters play and there's no difference between them, and I'm like, I know you didn't play the game. I know you didn't play the alpha. Like he said there, like someone said, everyone's moves at the same speed, and there's no difference between the characters except for the reversal. I'm like, I know you didn't actually play the game, but because everyone's under an NDA, they can't like set the record straight or describe their experiences or give their feedback, even if it's constructive, because because they're sworn to secrecy. So a beta would have been really cool, but that's not going to happen. But less than 30 days until the early access for the people who got the deluxe edition, so we're not going to be waiting that much longer. Regardless, I think we got the impressions tomorrow. At some point, Suicide Squad Insider episode 3. And then I know when it comes to WB Games, they always do the reviews like the day before launch. So probably like the week. Depends on who. Yeah, I think the journalists and everyone like that will probably get the game like a week or two early, probably closer to a week. Some people will get it like the day before, and then on the 29th the review embargo will lift, and people will be able to post their reviews and some raw gameplay, I think. And then the day after that, that's when everyone who got the deluxe edition will get that early access, get that going. So regardless of what happens, we'll be covering all of that. If I get a review code, I'll make some content for whenever the day before when the embargo lifts. If not, I'll still live stream it, do some live reactions or whatever, and then I'll we'll kick off the actual gameplay with the early access on the 30th. Does someone know when there's a Spider-Man 2 new storyline or update? 2024 is when there will be a update and new storyline. Early 2024 for the update, 2024 for the DLC. That is all we currently know so far. Definitely looking forward to that. I feel it would be dope if the New Game Plus update can get out this month. I think that would be really cool. But I don't know. I'm trying to read into Insomniac's tweets. It feels like it could be January, but maybe late January. But my instincts were telling me like more like February for the New Game Plus update. Because they had to delay it. They were dealing with the whole cyber attack thing. So I feel like February is probably the safest bet. I know people literally on January 1st were on Insomniac's Twitter like it's 2024. Where's New Game Plus? It's January 1st. Where's New Game Plus? Like, take a bath, bro. Chill. Jesus. People are going way too hard over this update. Like, relax. It's midnight on the new year, and you on Twitter asking for New Game Plus. Like, relax. not that deep. It'll be there. Probably next month. Which is wild, actually, because they probably actually should do it in January if possible, because next month is going to be crazy. There's so many games coming out in February. We're going to have a run. March, too, got some bangers. It's going to be crowded. I cannot wait for it, though. It's going to be fun, but holy. They got something for everybody in February. And then Dragon's Dogma 2 drops in March. Wait, isn't Rise of the Ronin March or February? Yeah, that's March. So March is Rise of the Ronin and Dragon's Dogma 2. Sheesh. And then February is, I know it's Helldivers, I think. Final Fantasy Rebirth, Persona, obviously Suicide Squad. Oh, wow, this is gonna the video game enjoyers are going to be eating good the next few months. Let me tell you. Shout out to Netherlands. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Go watch some anime. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Catch me live tomorrow morning for the Suicide Squad first impressions. We're gonna be doing live coverage of that. That goes live tomorrow. The embargo lifts tomorrow morning, so we're gonna be covering that. I'm Sadot the Gamer, signing out.